What up, y'all? It's been a while since I put out a video. Been extremely busy, just full throttle on so many projects, a lot of things happening at the farm. I took on a bunch of interns this season, and just having the family. Anyway, so we're here at a new site and a new project that we're working on with the Four Roots Foundation that we're getting ready to install an agroforestry market garden system. So now we're at the beginning stages of it, so I figured this is a great opportunity to show how I go ahead and break new ground on a farm or any new site. So the site that we're developing here at the Four Roots Foundation farm campus is a 50 by 250 foot system. So there'll be 7 tree lines and 48 30-inch by 50-foot market beds. So that's going to be the vibe here. Our main focus is mostly annual production, but I always got to throw a little agroforestry into it. There's just because the benefits of having these tree lines. I noticed a huge difference implementing these boundaries. So right now I have my intern Gia breaking ground. I'm about to go ahead and start marking out all of our tree rows, and yeah, let's do it. All right, y'all. So we just got done doing that first initial till and kind of taking one tree line at a time. So tilling exactly where the trees are going, and then dumping compost and incorporating that compost into the soil. After that's done, the next step is to add mulch. And then once we get that all mulch and we do that all 7 of our tree lines, we're gonna go ahead and plant our tree species. So typically you want to transplant your larger trees where there's more soil disturbance first before you put your mulch in. But in this context, since I'm plugging mostly in and it's a lot of seed bombs with a few corms planted in, I'm gonna go ahead and mulch first. I know it's always the big question, to mulch first or to mulch last, and it all just depends. So that's the goal now. Also, I just want to take some time. I don't think I explained what the whole context here. So I mentioned it is a 50 by 250 market garden agroforestry system that we're planting here. But this is, I'll be just producing and growing Four Roots on this block, which then they'll be distributing it through their sales outlet, through their chefs, their Fresh by Four Roots, and also to donate to the Meet the Needs. So this is a really cool, fun project and a great organization that I'm really excited to work with, and super grateful and feel honored to be able to take on this project. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one, but yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so we're getting ready to wrap up here. We end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4 beds fully composted and mulched, and working on the 5th one. But before I finish this 5th one, I kind of want to share what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the cam now. All right, as you can see, we lay in the compost pretty thick. I essentially dropped in, I want to say it's about 8 scoops of compost here. Each of our tree beds are 4 feet wide, and this is 50 feet long. So I mentioned earlier in the video too that we were actually doing garden blocks of 8 beds per with 7 tree lines. I actually got it backwards. It's 7 market garden beds per block with 8 tree lines. So we'll be establishing 8 tree lines. So we have 3 more to do here, and we pretty much got 5 done. So yeah, I just kind of want to show our bed preparation. So each of those white flags is the center, our tree line center, and we go ahead and till about 6 feet wide, going back and forth, loosen it up as much as possible. And since there's not that great of soil here, and this is a lot of mostly fill dirt, it's compacted, we're doing as best as we can to really break up that soil. But we're going to drop a ton of compost and really raise up the bed and give it a lot more life. We plan on inoculating and spraying it with some compost tea or worm tea. There's a partner that they have that I believe they're called Wiggle Brew. We're probably looking into inoculating a lot of our tree line and garden beds for now. But yeah. So anyways, y'all, yeah, if you have any questions, leave a comment. Feel free to ask. Try and be as open source as much as possible and encourage more people to grow. Until then, y'all, take it easy.